Hey everybody. So last night I saw Scary Movie 6, or aka just Scary Movie. Which, yes, they're doing the same thing they did with Scream, where it's just Scream 4, Scream 5 was just Scream. Now, before I talk about this new one here, let me give my own thoughts on the other two. The first one, no, the first two, they're stupid, yes, but I still like them. It's like they're comedy classics in my opinion, especially the second in my opinion. The second one is that's pure just nuts, just pure raunchiness right there. Oh my god. Now, so this new one here. Now, before I do so, I want to go ahead and give a little background on this movie here. So, Marlon, Sean, and them, after Scary Movie 2, they essentially left. Or not even left. They were fired by Miramax and Weinstein Brothers, essentially, after Scary Movie 2, and then they made 3, 4, and 5 without the Waynes. All three were PG-13. I mean, I didn't listen. I haven't seen three. I haven't seen any of the. I haven't seen those three in a while. But I will say, from what I remember, Scream 3 is not that bad. Scream 5 is just straight up trash. Now, this new one here. It's been 13 years since we had a scary movie. And it's also been 25 years since Scary Movie 2. So, after all these years later, the Wayans brothers were finally able to get going once they realized Paramount now owned the rights to Miramax. And they realized now we can finally revive this old franchise. So now we got Scary Movie 6. Now, as someone who just saw the movie less than 24 hours ago, I have to be honest. I was very let down by this movie. I'm going to get to my negatives shortly, but I want to talk about the positives because there's actually quite a few, though, more than I thought there would be. For starters, there's actually somewhat of a plot driving the whole thing forward, unlike the parody movies from the 2010s that we're not going to mention. Where it's simple. A Ghostface killer is back. They got to reunite to kill the guy. So it's like, it's simple. I mean, unlike Scary Movie 5, where it's just SNL sketches of parodies. I mean, so there's that. And I also love, too, how it's rated R. Like, even though I'm going to get to it later, this is not PG-13. No. This is not PG-13 whatsoever. Like, they really they went right back to R the moment they returned. But yeah, and also, even though this is also one of my negatives, even though the jokes, I thought a lot were stupid, there was quite a few where I actually was generally laughing. There's a Get Out parody. I laughed hard in that one. There was also two, okay, just to clarify, I'm going to try my best not to spoil a whole lot. I mean, even though listen, if I spoil something, I'm sorry. But there's like a scene where Doofy, is back, and yes, so not only is the Car 4 back, but a lot of the characters from 1 and 2 have also came back to Doofy. Because if you remember, in the first Scary Movie, Doofy was the killer. And so they asked him, hey, shouldn't you be in jail, Doofy? I ain't gonna say to the man, you'll understand when you see it. But he said, oh, I was a part of this. That actually got me right there. And then, okay, that got me. So it's like, you got those two, and then the third act, I'm sorry, not the third, but like the ending of the movie where it's, You seen it for the trailer, the John Wick and the Everything Ever All at Once parody? Yes, I love that part. Yes, so it's not all negative, okay? But I want to go ahead and get on with the negatives, because oh my god. This movie was marketed the hell out of the premise of like lines will be crossed. This movie's gonna be offensive. Okay, the movie came out on Friday. I saw it Sunday night, late Sunday night actually though. Um, there was, I'd say like maybe one scene that I could actually say is causes the fire show right now. And that's the animated sequence. I ain't gonna say what happens in there. Okay, you'll see it when you see it. That scene is causing a firestorm right now on the internet, because of course it is. However, there's really nothing offensive about this movie. I mean, no, not even a second. No, like the first one had much more offensive tropes, honestly, though, than this new one here. And that's actually quite a shame, because when your movie marketed as like lines is gonna be crossed, I want to be offended, and I want others to be too. But this movie doesn't have anything offensive, unfortunately. I mean, it's just R-rated, crude, nasty humor. And there's just nothing to it. Another negative, too, and this is probably the biggest negative I have of this entire damn movie. It's like, the movie's 96 minutes long, okay? An hour and 36. And there's like 100-something parodies. Like, what the hell? Like, come on. Like, I know it's been 13 years. And I know it's been 13 years since Scary Movie 5. And I know it's been a while since y'all came in. But, like, come on. Like, come on. This is just, like, this is where, like, a lot of the jokes in the movie, like, a lot of the jokes here in this movie, like, I think 30% I generally laughed at. 20 I gotta giggle, and then not even like that. I say it's a 20-20 split between actually laughing hard and actually like getting a giggle out of. And then like the other like 60%, I just found just completely, I didn't even laugh once. I was like, okay, now it's just getting stupid. Now it's just getting stupid right here. It's like, so now the thing is, obviously, it's like, at least with the other two, they had okay, if I remember well, I know the first one parodied Scream, and I Know What You Did Last Summer, and then The Matrix at the very end, Sydney and Ghostface, and then the second one was like a haunted house. So you have those two, and here it's like, so we're gonna take the premise of Scream 5, and then jump it in as much parodies and references as possible. Like, huh? I'm sorry. I wanted to like this movie. I like the Waynes. Unfortunately, I was just so let down by this movie. Listen, maybe I like it later on, but as of right now, I will probably give this like a C, probably. Like, if I was to rank all three, my current rankings would be, this one is easily my least favorite of all the three. Scary Movie 2 is my second favorite, and then Scary Movie 1, the original, is easily my favorite. I mean, the other positive I will probably say is that, like, it appears, I mean, one more thing is how, even, I saw the movie last night at like 9 p.m. at night. And surprisingly, it was a packed theater, surprisingly. And it looked like my audience had a good time. But I mean, good for them. Listen, if you like this movie and you generally like found it funny, like more than I did, well then I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. But it's just for me, I was hoping there'll be more. Like I was just hoping that actual lines will be crossed and that there'll be more jokes that actually will make me laugh. But unfortunately, there wasn't.